Good evening, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back, Southwest Arkansas weather on Tuesday, December the 2nd, 2025. Taking a look at your evening weather blog. Starting off first with what we are currently seeing as of 8:40 p.m. here. Temperatures right now are already down into the lower 30s, around 30 degrees in Arkadelphia, Camden, Magnolia. Still 38 as of last updated at 8 p.m. in the Texarkana area, 35 in Mena, and 35 in Mount Ida. We're going to continue to cool off tonight into the 20s and lower 30s across the region. Then we will warm up tomorrow throughout the day tomorrow. We'll talk more about that here in just a minute, though. But next up, taking a look at satellite, you can continue to see the story. Mostly clear skies. We are continuing to see a decrease in cloud cover. That'll give way to mostly sunny skies as we go into Wednesday. Starting off partly cloudy, turning mostly sunny. Highs going to range from the upper 40s into the lower 50s across the region. Overnight low is going to be in the mid 30s. I think we stay just above freezing with that 20% chance of some overnight rain. And we have our next weather maker as we go into Thursday with some rain chances. I think there's been some talks about some possibility of winter weather right now. We'll have to watch that evening closely, but I think we're gonna be all right with this. Highs gonna be in the lower 40s, upper 30s. I think we're gonna be a little warmer than what we were this pat to start off this week, to start off Monday. So I don't think we're gonna be seeing any winter weather out of that. We'll have to watch that nighttime closely. I'm just not too impressed with this system. It looks like it's going to go mainly to the south of us, and we'll talk more about that here in just a minute. That'll lead into Friday with mostly cloudy skies, 10% chance of some leftover showers, highs in the 40s, overnight lows in the lower 30s. And then as we go into Saturday, mostly sunny skies into this weekend with highs in the 50s and overnight lows in the 30s. Continuing into Monday with sunny skies, highs in the 50s, and overnight lows in the 30s. Also, to mention, overnight tonight, we're going to have to watch this carefully. There could be some freeze fog or patches of freeze fog in the morning. If you encounter this, treat it with caution. It could cause a few isolated slick spots. That's usually what happens if you get fog and it's below freezing. That moisture, it'll sometimes lead to a few slick spots. Will be in the 20s and lower 30s overnight for lows. So just remember that. Keep a close eye on that tomorrow morning. If you come across any of that, be careful driving through that and stuff of that nature. Just be careful with that sort of situation. So let's jump into the forecast for. Let's jump into some model data, talking about what we could see throughout this next time frame here. Talking about tomorrow's forecasted highs. This is the HRR model. And as we go throughout tonight, you're going to continue to see temperatures drop off into the 20s by tomorrow morning. Right around that 6 a.m. time frame, you have temperatures in the lower 30s, in the upper 20s across the region. You can see there that is for your Tuesday morning. Then we'll warm up throughout the day, giving way to just a little warmer with highs in the 40s. This is trying to keep it a little cooler, but I think we're going to reach the upper 40s, closer to the lower 50s there with that as well. And when we take a look at rain chances, pretty much dry conditions, maybe some rain chances by late that night. You can see there in that evening some small rain chances, and then really the main story is most of that rain stays to our south overnight, with most of the heaviest rainfall staying just south of us, but mainly the southeast corner of the region has our highest rain chances. And then as we go into Thursday, you see an increase in some rain chances there widespread across the region. Taking another look at one of our other models, the North American model, it'll show you or paint you a similar story. When we go forward here with this, you can see those rain chances. This is December the 3rd, tomorrow night. Those rain chances continue to increase just a little bit into your day there on or through the 5th and through that is through Friday. Then we take a look at those total precipitation values. You can see not necessarily high. Well, this is wanting to pick up on some higher accumulation through that. We'll have to see what happens with that, but I think anywhere from really a tenth of an inch to maybe half an inch. We'll have to watch with this if this is a trend, if it's going heavier with that stuff of that nature. We'll see with that. I'm a little cautious on if that's actually going to be the totals for rainfall or not on that. I think around up to half an inch of rainfall will be likely, but you can get the general idea here The heaviest corridor is probably going to remain over the southeastern portion of the coverage area. While further north, you're going to get some rain, but not a whole lot through this week, or mainly over Thursday. Let's take a look at what the HRRR model showed with that here on those rain chances. I don't think it showed. I don't think it had as much, but like I said, this is actually brand new data. So this only goes through 6 p.m. on Thursday, but it kind of paints a little bit of the same picture up to maybe a half an inch. And you can see there's some disagreements with the data there on how much rainfall falls. This is probably more realistic looking at all the other data, near half an inch. In some cases, this is lower, near about a quarter to 3/4 of an inch, and more of like a trace of rainfall further north. But like we said, just another chance of rainfall really as we go into this upcoming weekend, to end off this work week and stuff of that nature. The newest HRRR model is trying to show late Thursday evening, maybe some possibilities of some wintry weather up there across northern portions of the coverage area. Looking over data, if it does do anything, it'd be a freezing rain or sleet ordeal. I don't think we see too many issues with that. You can see that coming into view here, mainly just across northern Arkansas. If there is any, may clip northern portions of those higher elevations of our coverage area, but I don't think we see a whole lot or anything major winter weather-wise out of this. I think it's less than, unless something changes majorly, I think it's a little less than what we had, the chances we had from Monday. I think the chances are lower for this end of this week on any winter weather chances. But it's that time of year. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll keep you updated with the newest information. Once again, that I think will be all that we have for the 6-day forecast, because actually, real quickly, this will, let's take a look at temperatures for this same time frame and compare them. You see, it's showing, here's the funny thing, it's showing freezing precipitation, and that's literally up here across the higher elevations in the mountainous terrain, because right as soon as you get off those mountains, you're sitting 35, 36 degrees according to the HRRR model. Could that change? Yes, but that's just one of the indicators that, hey, maybe that's picking up on higher elevations, very isolated chances for us if this is right, and models continue to kind of point this way of being just a few degrees warmer than actually what we were on Monday. So a little more information there for you on that. And you can see here, looking at the composite reflectivity, looks very light if anything were to occur up there. Looking at this, but we'll keep you updated on the newest on that. We'll have more video vlogs out before then. We'll have one out probably Thursday, actually, unless we have any major changes and we need to do a a quote-unquote emergency video vlog tomorrow evening. We can do that, but I don't think we will need to do any of that sort of stuff. But that'll lead us to the end of today's evening weather blog. As always, make sure to check us out over on Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube, TikTok, and if you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Facebook. That's where we post a lot of information throughout the day. Big thanks as always to all of our sponsors for making this possible: Patterson's Credit Union, Southern Dumpster Rental, Landmark Insurance Agency, Palmer's Roofing, and J&S Auto Supply, Bumper to Bumper. Make sure to check them all out over on Facebook and contact them if you're in need of any of the things that they offer or provide. So as always, have a great rest of your Tuesday. Thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather.